Hey guys, what's up? This is Brain. So I thought I'd like to share a few levels of what I was gonna do a remake for. It's basically the Super Monkey Ball Workshop Community Pack 2020 remake. Now, first of all, I I believe I'm gonna do the levels from difficulty and world order of some kind. First of all, I could do this one. Beginner 3 is P-Spiral. I think you're going down the spiral. I just added walls on the start of the racetrack, but that's when you don't have to cheat on. Basically, just go through the goal at the under section of the P-Spiral. Pretty cool, huh? Moving on. Next up, I have Beginner 7. Moving platforms. Instead of the other name that someone made, it's movers. I just named it moving platforms. Now basically you start right here, then these other three platforms, I think they just basically move back and forth, back and forth. I think that's gonna do it repeatedly at some point. Then that bridge moves back and forth as well. Be careful though. I believe it's pretty cool. But one other thing before I move on. I basically have these levels that are made by Flubby, but I did a remake for these levels. I think it's basically pretty cool to think about. Anyway, moving on. Again, how about Beginner 9, Pepperoni? I think that's another type of remake that I was pretty much doing at least. So I think you're going down the pepperoni steps. It's pretty easy, but you gotta be careful not to fall off. I basically thought I may have liked those levels too. I think the next one is pretty different. I'll show you when I'm ready. Here it comes. Now the next one is a bonus stage. Beginner 20 is Wavy Paths. There's only 4 wavy bridges that you can obviously see over there. Now, at least I could say that I do this. Just go get bananas around the, probably around these squares. I basically thought I liked that. There may be some bananas on these bridges. They're pretty wavy. And that's pretty much about it. I think there's a goal over there too. That's all I'm thinking about this. I think there's another one coming. Beginner 21 is speed bumps. I think it's pretty easy, but not that bad. You just basically go this way down onto those speed bumps. You gotta aim for the goal carefully at the end of this level. That's all I'm thinking. Good job. Now, I think the next one's coming up. Here's your next one. This is Beginner 24, Stunt Ramp. First of all, you start up here, then you make a jump all the way to this platform. Then I think there may be a bunch of bananas right here. I don't really have a clue. Anyway, this is the end of the racetrack. Good. Now we're moving on to the other ones. I think they're beginner extra levels. Let's find out. Ready? Here's your first, beginner extra number 2 is, I think broken pipes. So like, I start here. I just made up these broken pipes over there. You just basically go through the broken pipes, but avoid the gap. There's a blue goal here. And if you want to get to the green goal, you just make a tiny jump and maybe jump over the gaps to get to that green goal way over there. So that's about it. I think those are pretty cool to look at. Good job. The next one is Beginner Extra 6, Hole Punch. I think these levels, they can be challenging, but anyway, you start right here. Then you go around these circle hole punches. I think that's simple, but there's a bunch of bananas on a few edges. You have to be careful if you want to get to these things. Anyway, pretty good one, I hope. Good. Now, the other beginner one is coming up. This is beginner extra 10, test number 1. Yeah, I think that's the last beginner level I see over here. First of all, you're going down and up the ramps. Then you go down these small ramp steps. I think that's one of them. These other 3 platforms, this goes back and forth. And these 2 other platforms, they basically shuffle. Then you go sidling on the... Sorry, I accidentally clicked on the... I don't know, the part of this track, sorry. Anyway, the other part for that is when you have to go sidling next to that wall to get to the goal. That was pretty good, I like that. Anyway, moving on to advance. Here's your first advanced level that I found from Flubby. I was trying to picture. This one is I think that's advanced 32, 90-degree drop. You gotta be careful, but I don't know if I put a green goal behind the, well, next to the other side. I mean, the blue goal is right here on your side, and the other goal is on behind it. I believe that's true, but you just basically fall 90 degrees and aim for the goal. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Good job. Now, here's the next one. Number 46 of Advanced is Tilt. I think you go like this. I think these 2 platforms over here and there, they tilt. Like, I don't know if I can do the motion, I mean the moving animations yet, but I'll have to figure it out from the Discord of some kind. This time there's a blue goal here and a green goal there. So basically be careful while these platforms are tilting. So that's about it for the blue. Then if you want to get to the green, the tilt pathway is actually kind of narrow. Pretty sure I can do that one. So that's about it. Good job. So here's the next one. Number 47, Short Bridges. That's another advanced level. I think these bridges, I don't think they were under arch bridges. I don't really think that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, this one, I think you basically go down the ramp of the bridges and up the ramps of the bridges. Pretty simple, but I think they move. Wouldn't that be a bit tricky? I actually have no idea, but don't worry, it's gonna look okay when I release the public. I don't know what I'm thinking, but good design. Here's the next one, I would bet. Here's the next one. This one, I believe, is Advanced 49, Voxel Shuffle. See, that's the last Flubby level for Advanced of what I saw in the workshop pack. You know, I think these boxes, I think they shuffle back and forth. That's the first half of that, and then the other boxes, they shuffle up and down, and you go diagonal across. If you aim for the goal carefully when the block rises, you'll make it. That's pretty much what I was thinking about. I think we're moving on to Expert, so watch out. Your very first Expert level, which was made by Flubby. I believe it's basically the second Expert level. Now, first of all, this is Pencil Stroke. I believe this this line is the pencil stroke, as you can obviously see over here, but there's no green goal on the side, which I may have saw in someone's video, or what I played. But you just basically go this way, avoid the this part and that part of the pencil stroke. And you can go on clearings. I believe they are clearings. You just basically walk your monkey to the goal over there as well. Perfect one. Good. Here's the next one. Expert 11 is Slalom. I bet that's a bit tricky for whoever wants to play it, but I think you're just going down the hill. You can obviously see when I adjust the angles of some kind. Now, I think you just go down the hill and try not to fall off. There's a goal way down there, so aim carefully, I hope. Now, this time, this one is Expert 15, Switches. Although it may be a little similar design from Flubby. I might have to adjust it or something. Don't really have a clue. But basically go this way. Although these switches, they switch from angle to another, back and forth. Just basically aim carefully for the platform to switch or go up. But if you go up, that makes you jump. But if it adjusts up, that means it's the jump, I mean. You think you might be able to win, but I might be able to try it too. That's the goal over there too. Figuring out is kind of hard, but I'll figure it out when it's released. Here comes the next one. Here is alignment. I think you start here. Basically, you just... These crosses, as you obviously see on this area, I think there's only 7, I think that is. You basically, they just spin back and forth 90 degrees, I was trying to guess, back and forth. I think there's a goal there, so I didn't even adjust the height or the... I didn't even put them on layers. Don't worry, I think I'll be able to win that one. It's not where I have to adjust it. I think that's a pretty interesting one. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Expert 61 is punched pipe. I think you're just basically going around the holes of the pipe. That's what I'm kind of thinking about. That's pretty much about it. I don't really know what's going on, but that's pretty challenging, but I might be able to win that one, at least. Good luck with that, I hope, but we're moving on to... let's find out what the other one is. The next one is... let's say, this is a different name for gutter, made by Flubby. Now, this is a Pushy Bars. I believe you just basically go down the ramp, then you avoid those Pushy Bars that are moving back and forth. Pretty much a different name for gutter. I believe it's just one of your options. Although, one of my options, I mean. I think that's a pretty good design. You just get to the goal carefully without even falling off. Now, here's the next one. Expert 68 is crossed slope. I think that's a pretty good one. I think you're going down the ramp, and you're crossing from slope to another, down, up, down, up, down, up. I think it's pretty difficult, but I think someone might be able to try and win that one, but I think I'll figure it out in this situation. Good. I believe that's a good one. Now we're moving on. This last expert level made by Flubby, well, it was organized in the community pack. Basically, oh, excuse me. Basically you just go starting here. I think this is a ribbon level made by Flubby. First you're turning right and left, then there's hills, and there's also some banks. I believe that's true, but at the end you make a jump to get to the platform of the goal. But with a goal, I mean, I'm sorry. Uh, that one, decently good, I was trying to picture, but that's about it. Let's see, I think that's all the expert levels made by Flubby. Moving on to story mode. Here is your first story mode level made by Flubby. I think that's World 1 Track 5 Raceway. You start right here, and then you go around the racetrack. Might be a few hazards, maybe a couple. I mean, you're going left to make your turn. There's some ramps, and you have to go over them. Then the other section is where it's a bank. I think you're turning left as well. Then the finish is right over there. Pretty good ones, I was trying to guess. That might be about it. I kinda like that level too. But that's pretty much about it. Moving on to the next one. Now, we have World 3-1, or World 3 Track 1 is Bounce Pads. I think these two platforms, they look bouncy to me, but if you jump higher on that second platform, you can get to the green goal. But if you go bounce, you just, basically go down to the blue goal. I needed to picture that too, but good job. So, let's see what else there is. Here it comes. Here is World 3 Track 4. I think this is named Short Slide. I think you start up top, then you go, I think you're going down the trough slide, which is, excuse me, I just clicked on the lines again. Anyway, let's see. You start up top, as I was saying, you go down the trough slide, which is kind of a downhill slide. It's curvy as well. Then I believe you go down to the goal. That's probably about it. Good. Yeah, I have to get used to making these levels at some point. Alright. Let's see what else is there. How about World 3 Track 6? This is Sway. I think that's the... I believe it's just the swaying parts of the... I think these are supposed to be flat or angled. Yeah, I just made it up. Basically, you just go this way, and wait, I think they tilt left and right. I think they were 90 degrees of some kind. So you have to wait until the side, but the next. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I'm stammering a little bit. This one you just basically go. I'll figure it out. I think it's just you have to wait until the flat platform goes your way. I believe that's about it. I don't know what I was saying though. My bad. That's about it. The next one, let's see what it's looking like. Now, it's the Bracelets level. World 3 Track 7. I think this one is basically, the bracelets spin clockwise. I actually didn't know which way I wanted to spin them, but I think I can aim for the blue goal carefully, but the green goal ring is actually, I believe it's actually just it's just basically the fastest ring I was trying to picture. I think it spins faster than the blue goal ring. That might be what I'm thinking. Wait, no, let me change it up, sorry. This goal is right here. Then this ring spins faster, just like that one. Sorry, I was a bit rusty. Anyway, I think that's about it on this level. Sorry, I had to change that up. Anyway, let's see. That might be about it on this level. Moving on. Now, we have Wobbly Floor, World 3 Track 8. This is a challenging one, but someone might be able to try and do it. I might do it too. You just basically go on the wobbling platforms. They tilt forward and backwards. They tilt back and forth is basically just a challenge. I just made that up too. That one still kind of challenging, but good one. I'll figure it out later. Good job. So, that's about it for this level. There's some more. I've got a few more left. So here is World 3 Track 10. I think that name is Curvature. I think that might be kind of a fun one. I believe you going this way. There's some walls on each of those two curves. They don't want to make you fall, right? It's just an option. Now you're going curve to curve and over to the goal. Man, I think that's a challenging. Well, not really. It's story mode, remember? Now, here's the next one. The next one is World 5 Track 1, Voxel Wave. That one I think those types of boxes, they make waves. I don't know where to start. I think you start right here or there. But there's a goal right here. I probably say the start's over there. Then this goal is over there. Now, basically you just go on waving. I think the boxes, they basically have to make waves. So you gotta go up or down to get to the next layer of boxes. That's what I believe it is, but you'll probably like these levels. Here comes another one. Now, this one is... I think the name of that is Traffic. Now, first of all, these two boxes, separately I think they just separately move like, they go forth, like back and forth. Then, the other boxes over there, I think they just basically go back and forth farther. Then the platform right here is moving back and forth as well. Then the other platform basically moves back and forth farther as well. You just start there and basically go to the goal. That's what I was saying before, right? Good job. I think that's a pretty nice design. They were just remakes, like I just said. I thought about these things too, and might be about it. Good job. Moving on to the next one. There's only two more, I think there's only two more story mode levels that are made by Flubby. So this next one took place in the space background, I believe. Well, from the video that I was watching. This one I think you're going... I believe the vertical lines right here, they basically are separate. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know how to make these yet, but basically the platforms, the collapsing floor is kind of challenging. So these vertical platforms, they fold out and in repeatedly. Then you're going down the steps. I believe there's a goal right here, so you have to be careful not to fall off the edges. As you can see right here, that might be a fallout if you go down to the goal way too deep. Just wait until the wall is folded out, so you can't get to the goal. Perfect. That's about it. Now, there's one more left. Finally, this is your last Flubby level. Now, I believe that one is like these discs, they go back and forth. separately. I think they just go back and forth. That's a challenging one. I don't know if I can handle it, but I'll figure it out. I think you just go around the discs while they're moving back and forth. It's a story mode level, World 8 Track 4. Forgot to say that one, but I think there's a goal on the other disc which you're going down the steps for. That's about it. Wow, that's a lot of levels I was showing for now. So I hope you like these levels, and I hope I'll be able to put some texture floor into the levels. I'll be sure to basically, basically I'll just do it someday. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time on the next set.